What's going on? Welcome to HDiiTV. You're now rocking with your boy. Everybody is talking about this hot topic that Charles was talking about. First of all, Charles is a bee dancer. Y'all know what that means, so I don't have to break that down to you. Charles' issue is with the fact that JJ Redick practically called them out by saying that, nationally, if you keep saying the product sucks, then a person's going to be like, well, I'm not going to watch this game because of, because he said the product sucks. So why would I even go and watch this game? But the problem is that JJ Redick, or a lot of people call him Redneck, or Rhetoric in Carcino's words, he is out of touch with what's going on. The NBA gameplay is terrible. I remember Brooklyn, and I don't know if that's Brooklyn homeboy or they brothers, but I'm like, bro, you don't know what you're talking about, for one. You sounded very how do I want to say? Because I don't want to be at a diss, because, that's Brooklyn's partner and stuff, but he just sounded very uninformed. Let's say that word, uninformed, because I don't want to mess nothing up with Brooklyn, because I'm a straight shooter. I'm tell it how it is. Like, you either gonna like it or you not. Like, we've had plenty of people who used to be on my channel, now they not here no more because they couldn't take the straight shooting attitude. And I get tired of everybody saying, well, everybody can't be talked to like that or treated like that. Well, what the heck else do we need to do? See, this is why our parents and our parents call this era very soft, because it is. JJ Rhetoric is blaming basically Sneak This and Charles Barkley and the crew, which they've been saying for years the product is bad. It don't take a rocket scientist to see it. The problem is y'all have went away from your hardcore audience and you've catered to the casual fan. The casual fan is not paying attention to your BS game. They're going on highlights. They're going on Twitter. They're watching it. They're streaming it illegally as well. So nobody really cares about the product or what's being put on the floor. And a lot of people are getting rubbed the wrong way because they're like, well, like Adam Silver, for one, allegedly, it doesn't really like them talking bad about the product. But Adam Silver, you keep turning this into a dog and pony show because you don't know anything about basketball. If you allow the players to play, let it have some physicality. We're not talking about, this is the Brooklyn 80s baby homeboy, I don't know his name. You know what I'm saying? We're not talking about running up in the stands, sir. We're not talking about running up in the stands, sir. Let me say it again. We're not talking about running up in the stands, sir. That's not basketball. The physicality, we're not talking about taking people out the air and slamming them on their head. No. We're talking about at least let people get physical. Like, let the defense impede the offense's progress. This is why a lot of ball players like Ant Edwards and them aren't good. That's why they ain't got no bag. You know why they ain't got no bag? Because they don't have to learn a bag, because the game is all catered to offense. So if I get hit, talk about, making all these noises and stuff, like, come on. And don't bring up no clip talking about Kobe and Mike did. I don't want to hear that. They have bags. These players today are soft. I showed you guys with Ant Edwards. I told y'all Ant Edwards is soft. Like, why you talk all this crap? See, this is why the old school doesn't respect you. Y'all talk all this crap about the old school. Y'all living in the past, but y'all ain't shitty. Y'all ain't shit. Y'all have not progressed the game. Y'all have regressed the game. The game is so bad. And then he talking about, well, they're going to do it to the WNBA. Of course they're doing it to the WNBA because they got to have a white girl ball out. They can't have it look like the first half of the season with a white girl getting pushed around and can't handle a hard physical foul. Then she crying to the damn podium with that entitlement, because she's always been like that, because I've been watching her since high school. A lot of y'all just jumped on her bandwagon. That's why I laugh. It's like, that's why I'm not all in awe of this girl, because I've been watched her. So the game needs physicality back. It needs post moves back. That's what we're talking about, sir. Who has a post game in the league? Probably 1 or 2 out of what, the 10? Probably 1 or 2 out of the 10, right? Probably got a post move. Who's a 3-level scorer? Probably 3 out of 10. How many people got a mid-range? Probably 2 out of 10. That's what I'm talking about. See, I couldn't come up on Brooklyn's panel because I be at work all the time. And, you know, the guys have to hustle, so I'm at work. So I'm not going to be able to answer stuff until I do a video the next day. It's like, and it's not disrespecting that brother. Go support that brother, support his page. But dog, you're going left. When you're talking about something and explaining something, running up in the stands is not a good way for you to debate, because somebody's going to look at you like, nigga, what is you talking about? Who talking about running up in the stands, nigga? Why would I run up in the stands and lose my money? Why would I? That's going to stop the game, idiot. And I'm not trying to make him like an idiot, but that just sounds idiotic. He's not an idiot, but what he's saying, that's idiot. That's idiocy that you just spewed over here. Like, it's like, come on. Like, I understand people need to get views, or people need to try to be recognized and stuff because they're growing channels. But dog, don't do that, because that's what white people do. White people do that bullshit. Oh, so you're trying to be physical? So yeah, you're like running up in the stands? Like, that's something a casual would say. And you sounded very casual. And you sound like you mainly only been watching since LeBron played. No disrespect to you, because my little brother, that's all he knows, LeBron. He don't know Kobe. He caught Kobe like in his prime. And he loves Kobe. He got Kobe and LeBron. Those are his 2 favorite guys. So I have no issue with that. But my issue is the game is terrible. And JJ Redick is trying to pass it off to the TNT team. Now, I do agree the TNT team do go in too hard. Like Shaq and Charles go in way too hard sometimes. Sometimes you got to ease it back. These are still young kids, man. Even though they're in their 20s, they're still kids. Y'all had y'all time. But the problem is, Charles is like, he came back at JJ Redick because Charles Barkley don't like the way, him and LeBron don't like each other, allegedly. They don't like each other one bit. He don't like the way Ham was fired. He didn't like the way Vogel was fired, because he felt like Vogel won you a championship, and he feels like the person who's at fault why the team is so up and down is LeBron James. And it is. LeBron is like a minus something when he's on the floor. Soon as he leaves the floor, the team is back balling again. Why is that? The team's been doing that for the past 3-4 seasons. When he's not on the court, they're balling. D-Lo, which I told LB out of the LB, why would you get rid of D-Lo when you could keep him? D-Lo had a higher plus or minus than that nigga LeBron. I think he was like a 48 plus 48 or something. Something crazy. It was, or 28 plus 28. My bad. Plus 28 or 30. Crazy work. So you need to bring back. So Charles doesn't like he doesn't like the way that LeBrownies, like I was trying to tell Detroit T, that he resorts back to being the same ball dominant player, which is hurting the team, because the team, everybody is basically trying to run a system, because in college they ran a system. So when you get with LeBron can't play off the ball effectively. Now, I'm not saying he can't play off the ball. He can, but he cannot play it effectively or efficiently. What I mean by that is he doesn't know how to move around. He doesn't know how to move to another spot to either help his teammate get open, or he doesn't know how to turn into that standstill shooter that they need. He's not consistent at it. He can shoot a standstill shot, okay? This is for the slow people who are going to come back and say, well, I saw LeBron do this. Yes, but he's not consistently doing that because that's not his game. Okay? Kevin Durant could drive to the basket and dunk. But what does he prefer to do? He prefers to get you in the post or at the elbow and shoot right over top of you. So that's all I'm saying. So Chuck is pissed off because he's like, look, I don't know, like, you know, you coming at me, but dog, nobody's telling y'all to jack all these threes up. You know, and Chuck is right. But what Chuck also got to understand is you guys are on a thin line. Y'all weren't even supposed to come back. They weren't even supposed to come back. But they found a way to do a deal, I believe, to be with ESPN or somebody, because they weren't supposed to come back at all. Ernie's trying to tell them, you know, he's talking about the media and the people. No, he wasn't. JJ Redick was talking about Charles Barkley because JJ is pissed off because Charles has been dissing him behind the doors, behind the scenes, allegedly. He's been behind the scenes talking real greasy about JJ Redick, and he had a right to. Charles Barkley's a Hall of Fame player. He's one of the top 50 greatest players ever to play in the game in history. So he has a right to say what he got to say. But does he go overboard? Yes. But is JJ Redick a little bitch? Yes, he's a bitch too. The problem with the game is you taking too much physicality out the game. Nobody can touch each other no more. Nobody can hand check. Nobody can do what they got to do. Do you know what hand checking did? Hand checking made you have to be a better offensive player. Last night, if you guys watched my live from last night, night hours, I'm talking about the unrivaled. I'm showing you Elena Beard. I'm showing you Sylvia Fowles. I'm showing you Rebecca Brunson. I'm showing you Cappie Pondexter. I'm showing you Kobe Bryant. Showing you how they beat a double team. And Ant-Man out here crying about a double team because y'all have spoiled him. And I saw this coming. The first person to call it out was Sino. Sino called it out. Shout out to Carcino. Make sure y'all go subscribe to him. Brooklyn 80s baby, and his man's up there. I don't know his man's name, but go support them. I got to get Lakeisha. Lakeisha got to send me the link to her page so I can, oh yeah, and also you too, Uncle J.E. Uncle J.E. got a channel too, Barbershop Talk. Not that bitch ass nigga Barbershop Conversations. Real Barbershop Talk. You know what I'm saying? Showtime, Cashapp, Simply Ball Dropping, you know, Scrub Zero, you know. But that's the problem with the game. The game is not watchable because you're shooting threes. There's a mismatch in the post where there's a 5 who's posted up on a small guy who's like 6'2", 6'3", 6'4", whatever. The guy don't even look his way. He just goes and jack up a 3, or he throws it to the corner 3. Because he's saying, well, analytics tells me a 3 is better to take than a 2. No, it's not. I was showing you on the floor where Kobe could have threw the ball to Derek Fisher, but why would I do that when I could split the double team and I could score at the basket? That's an easier shot. The shot Kobe got was easier than throwing it out to Derek Fisher, who has a probability of, I think he was like high 30% shooting the 3 or low 40s. I don't know, but you have a higher chance of scoring in the paint because Kobe is like in the high 50 percentile in field goals when he shoots in the paint or around the basket. This is why I try to tell people like, dude, Kobe was very efficient. Oh, but he's 44%. I'm like, yeah, because he shoots threes. Like, he didn't have to limit himself to the paint. Kobe could shoot threes. He can make those shots that he's shooting. So that's all I'm talking about. Like, we gotta wake up. Because we got a lot of people and everything who just don't know what the hell they talking about. And this ain't a diss video, but I had to say what I had to say because I'm like, dude, the game is soft by saying that the game is not, you're not able to play the way you want it to. You can't bang with the offensive player. Y'all can't have a one-off where y'all go back and forth with each other. You can't do that. You can't do shit, really. And it's sad. This is why the game sucks. Doesn't have nothing to do with running in the stands. Has nothing to do with tackling people. No, it's just fundamental basketball. Fundamentals are gone. They're trash. There's no more fundamentals in the game. The game is horrible. And before somebody try to link me to something showing a clip, bro, you don't know what I'm talking about. I'm going to show you guys. When I get home tonight, when we do night hours, I'm going to show you today's player, like an Ant-Man, his form and stuff, and then I'm going to go and show you a player from the back in the day. It's not even going to be Kobe or Mike. I'm going to show you this player. This player, to me, is a better basketball player than Ant-Man. He just don't have the name like him. So, thank y'all for listening. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share this. Hit that notification bell to select all to receive upcoming notifications. If you love what you hear, donate to the page. Go to the description box, hit the link to the Cash App to donate whatever your heart's desire. Or you guys can super chat. We also got new merchandise, people. That's in the description box as well. Go check out the merchandise. Go also, we got new music out. I got the links there. You go look at the links, listen to music. We also just share it. If you're new here, subscribe, hit that notification bell to select all to receive upcoming notifications. But this is all about Charles being pissed off because JJ's talking trash. Charles is really upset because how Darvin Ham was done and how Vogel was done. And he feels like LeBron is behind all this crap. LeBron, for some reason, he feels like is not being a leader and not owning up to his bullshit. So that's all I got here, guys. I'm out. Deezy.